What's up, guys? It's your girl Nosh. Happy Friday. I hope you're safe. I hope you're healthy. I hope you are manifesting great things for yourself. I hope you're loving yourself. Because remember, no one can love you like you can love yourself. With that being said, let's get into our topic of do we want to call this love? No, we're just gonna call it feelings. Okay, feelings, liking someone, loving someone, infatuation, obsession, possession, okay, controlling. Let's this message is a little broad in a sense, but it does pinpoint a few things that I believe that all of us should go over before we come to a conclusion, right? And that conclusion, to each his own. But let's get into it. Now, what I want to talk about is when you say you like someone, you have an affection for someone. I think a lot of people get it twisted. I think that you don't really like someone. You just like the idea of them and you want to obtain that idea of them, right? And then you have that category that likes the potential of a certain person. That person is not operating from that potential, but you could see that potential. A lot of my empaths have that situation going on with them where they see the potential in someone and they're attracted to that potential and they want that potential, but the person itself is not doing anything near the potential, okay? So let me try to break this down for you. It's really plain and simple. A lot of people might get pissed. It might get triggered, but that's what I'm here for. If I'm not triggering you, if I'm not pissing you off, I'm really not doing much. I'm not doing anything. I'm just being a yes man, just like the rest of the world. But no, that's not how I operate. My job is to have you see what you're looking at from a certain perspective, to see if this perspective that you're looking at it from, is it good for you or is it bad for you? All right, so let's get into it. When you like someone or when you care about someone to the point that you can say that you love them, right? Because love is a very heavy word. Not heavy in the sense where it's dense, heavy in the sense where it comes with a lot of responsibilities. And the biggest responsibility in love is to care about that person. You can't say you love someone and you're beating on them. You can't say you love someone and you're cursing them out. You can't say you love someone and then you're abandoning them. You can't say you love someone and you're abusing them. That is not love. That's number one. Number one, let's get that out of the way. If you are sitting there abusing someone or being abused by someone mentally, physically, emotionally, that is not love, my dear. That is not love, okay? Okay? I just want to ask you, okay? Because a lot of you are in these situations where you're getting abused mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, and you are sitting there calling it love. Okay. To each his own. But anyways, for the ones that are actually listening and for the ones that the seed is actually going to grow something in your mind or in your soul, then accept it. Okay, there you go. If you don't like it, if you don't want to be triggered about what I'm gonna say, I suggest you click off right now. Go watch another terror video about when they're coming back and what they're up to. Okay, so let's talk about this. When you care about someone, whether that person is with you or not, whether that person cares about you back or not, that has nothing to do with it. When you care about someone, you will care about them because those are your feelings. But if you're sitting there sabotaging someone that you care about, do you really care about them? Why are you sabotaging them? If you care about someone and you see that this someone likes someone else, right? The person you likes someone else. We call this a third party, right? We call this a love triangle. Sometimes this triangle has like so many different people involved in it. It's ridiculous. So when you care about someone and that person turns around and says to you, well, I don't feel the same way about you. What do you do immediately? Do you get upset? Do you get mad? Do you get infuriated? Do you get angry because they don't like you back? You chose to like them. You made the choice to like them. They also have a choice. It's called free will. If they want to, they can like you back. But if they don't, they don't. My question is, how do you handle that rejection right there? Because that's what it boils down to. It's that rejection part. Some people cannot handle rejection. Some people get so bent out of shape out of that rejection that they live their entire lives to ruin that person who did not like them back. Let me repeat this again. Some people live their lives to avenge the fact that that person didn't like them back. Did you even like them? That if that's what you're doing? if you're going around shit talking this person, if you're going around telling everybody that this is this and this is that and da 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 da, just because they didn't like you back, do you want to sit in front of the mirror for a second and ask yourself what's really going on? Usually, when you like someone, like I'll give you an example, celebrities. We all like celebrities, right? I love my BTS. I'm so in love with Kim Taehyung, but I know Kim Taehyung knows that I do not exist. You know what I mean? This is the reality of it. I have my own delusion where I'm in love with him, and and he is the best thing ever. He performs very well, he sings very well, he dresses very well, he has such a sweet personality, very kind, very humble, right? But he does not know I exist. So what am I going to do? I'm going to fly all the way to Korea. I'm going to go all the way to where he lives, and I'm just going to like hold a banner up. Love me, Kim Taehyung. Love me, Kim Taehyung. Kim Taehyung doesn't know I fucking exist, bro. So my liking is all on my side. I'm choosing to like him. I'm choosing to put that energy in him and say, yes, I like him. I want him to succeed. I want him to be happy. I want him to drop more songs. I want him to do that. Right? Let's do that. Let's say that for a second. Now you like this person. This person does not know you exist. That's on you. You like this person. This person does not like you back. That's on you. That has nothing to do with the other party. You are liking and you are having feelings all on your own. That other person is not supposed to. They don't have to. They're not obligated to like you or love you back. When you love someone, no one and nowhere is it written that that person is obligated to feel the same way for you. When you go on this journey of having affections for someone, this is your own journey, buddy. Your own fucking journey. When you sit there and you sabotage things for the person that you like, you really don't like them. You just like the idea of them. You are just obsessed with the idea and you just want what you cannot have. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. The only reason you're wanting them even more is because you can't have them. Now, when we take I can't have out of the situation and you truly care about someone and you truly admire the work that they do, you're happy for them. You seeing them makes you happy. Seeing them makes you feel something inside where you actually feel really, really good inside. And you would do nothing, absolutely nothing to hurt that person. You would rather hurt yourself. Meaning if this person says to you, oh, this is my new girlfriend, this is my new boyfriend, you stay the fuck quiet. You don't say nothing. You say, oh, okay, I'm happy for you. That's what liking someone is. And once you like someone, you don't wish bad on them when they don't like you back or when it doesn't work out anymore. A lot of people have this habit of when it doesn't work out with someone anymore, you talk a lot of shit about that person. Why do we do that? I mean, I'm sorry. Why do you do that? Because I don't do that shit. Once I'm done with someone, I'm done. Obviously, it didn't work out. We weren't it. It's not happening. The connection is not there. It's just the connection is not there. When people ask me, well, what happened between you and your ex or what happened between you and that person that you used to like? I simply say it just didn't work out. That person wasn't the one for me. I don't go into their flaws and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Why am I airing their bullshit out? That's for no one to know. That's because I truly cared about that person. When I truly care about someone, I'm not going to air anything out. And unlike other people, I actually go into relationships or I go into connections because I actually care about that person. I actually like that person. I'm not going into it because I'm lonely. I'm not going into it because I want some attention. And then I get mad when I don't get that attention. And then I get mad when I'm still lonely and I'm with this person. You're going into it with the wrong reasons. Even the bird, even the goose agreed with me on that one. He went, oh, like, say it, speak it, preach it, sister. A lot of you have it really twisted, especially for those of you who keep trying to manifest your specific person. If you have a specific person that you keep trying to manifest, did you get them? Did they call you? And then when they don't call you, when you don't get them, you turn around and say, oh, well, this didn't work for me. No, it'll work for you. You're just using it on the wrong person. Instead of, manifesting a specific person with a specific name, right? Stop that. Manifest from the universe someone that is for you. When you sit there and manifest Joe Schmo from such and such area, from the backwood countries of the farms, you know. Maybe that person isn't written for you. Maybe that person is not aligned for you. Maybe that person is not for you. That's why you're not getting them. No matter how much you manifest. Because a lot of times what you manifest, if you're not getting it, there is a reason behind it. Maybe right now is not the time for it. Maybe this person, again, or the situation is not for you, and universe knows better. God knows better. But here you are, still knocking on God's door. Can I have him? Can I please have him? Oh, can I have him? You're over here lighting candles. Oh, please let him think of me tonight. Oh, please let me be in his dreams. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Somebody please explain. Make it make sense. The math ain't mathing right now. Through all the spell work, through all the manifestations, after all the candles you done spent your money on, this motherfucker still don't call you or look at you. Where is the problem? I don't think the problem is with that person. I think the problem is with the person who wants that person. Meaning, if you're that person lighting candles for someone to obtain them, the problem is you. You need to love yourself more. Because when you love yourself, you come into this beautiful atmosphere, this beautiful place where you don't want for nothing because you can already provide it for yourself. Example, I gave myself a hand massage last night. Right before bed, I put my little, cream on my hand. I like to moisturize before I go to bed, right? I was moisturizing my hands, and I'm sitting there massaging my own hands, and I'm thinking, oh, this feels really nice. You know what I'm doing? I'm attracting affection for myself because I'm giving myself affection. I'm giving myself that time, that energy, instead of wanting it from someone else. This is why when someone comes into my life and says, oh, I could give you a nice hand massage, I'm like, bitch, I could give myself a nice hand massage. What else are you bringing to the table? Because I done brought the table myself. When you come into this mentality, you are definitely, you know what you're doing? You're sparkling in that divine feminine energy, that divine masculine energy, when you are not needing or wanting from other people. This also makes you more attractive. Don't care how ugly you are. You start loving yourself, all of a sudden everyone thinks you're beautiful. And those people that are naturally beautiful, right, that are good on the eyes, they start to look ugly when they need so desperately. They become pathetic. They look like losers in a sense because you need something so bad. No one should need anything other than water, food, and air, and water. Think about that for a second. Oh, look, listen to that. They're like, yay, applause. Sisters hitting a note on something. This is why it's so important to love yourself. So when someone comes into your life and brings you flowers, you're like, oh, I can bring flowers myself. Okay, this is nice. You don't melt so easily. Okay, because a lot of people have this habit of love bombing. We live in a society where people love to love bomb, but they love to show you a future or paint you a future in the sky. And again, it's in the sky. It's not even obtainable. But yet you sit there and you get obsessed over this person when they leave you. You cannot see the difference between being played and being in love. So protect yourself, protect your heart. You know how you protect yourself and how you protect your heart? By loving yourself. Because when you love yourself and someone steps up to you and says, I want to love you, the first thing you're going to say to them is, can you love me like I love me? Like I cook my own dinners. I buy my own flowers. I take my own self out. I buy my own outfits. I buy my own watches. I buy my own shoes. I pay my own car notes and car bills and whatever the case is. I give myself my own hand massages. I paint my own nails. I give myself a scalp massage. I wash my own hair. What can you do for me that I don't already do for myself? And then that person who is good for you will say, I know you do those things for yourself, but I want to do them for you. That's when you're like, oh, okay, all right. And then you can compare it. When they cook dinner, do they cook it for you like the way you cook it for yourself? Do they feed you every 3 to 4 hours like you feed yourself? Or is it just, oh, once in a while they take you out for dinner, right? Do they keep you warm in bed like you keep yourself warm in bed? Guys, can we start going after things that actually make sense other than height, smile, body build, money, recreational activities? What is their moral compass like? What are their values like? Do they match yours? Are they in touch with their spirit guides? Are they in touch with their ancestors? Are their ancestors and spirit guides in touch with your ancestors and spirit guides? A lot of times, the reason why you're not ending up with these people is, I'm going to tell you the truth, your spirit guides don't like each other. Your ancestors don't like each other. Because they already know what's going to happen, because they've seen the future. You got to understand, these are spirit guides and ancestors. They see what's coming already. So every time you go to try to call this guy up, your phone is dead. Or every time you try to call this guy up, he don't answer. Every time you try to go to text him, he don't text back. There's a reason. Let it go. Let it go. Now, moving on to those of you that are obsessed with certain people. Like, you just can't get over them. You can't, I can't stop thinking about them. Okay, ask yourself, why can't you stop thinking about them? Instead of thinking about them, why don't you ask that smart ass question? Why am I thinking about this person? Instead of thinking about them, be like, I thought about them, so they thought about me, so let me text them. Please don't do shit like that. And please don't do it to me. If you think about me and then text me, if I haven't spoken to you in years, please don't fucking text me, because I'm going to ignore you. I really am. My theory is, if it didn't work out then, it's not going to work out now. Sometimes there's a time slip. Sometimes there's a time slip, right? Or there's a little slip up, there's a little glitch, and the person comes back and they're actually the person that you are supposed to be with. But that's a very rare case. But if you want to try that case, you can take the person back, and if their actions and their attitude is still the fucking same, then you give them back to the streets. Why do you still hold on to it? Do you really believe that there's nobody else out there for you? I think you do. I can 100% guarantee that you really sit there and believe that there's no one else out there for you. That no one can love you like that person loved you. Yeah, there is you. You can actually love yourself more. So now, going back to what I said, if you like someone, you care about someone. If they don't like you back, it's okay. People who love themselves understand that it's okay. Like, yeah, I like you, but you don't have to like me back. It's fine. If you like me, you like me. That's awesome. That's actually bonus. But if you don't, it's fine. I'm gonna still admire you. I'm gonna still think you're cute. Am I gonna pursue you? No, I'm gonna just leave it alone. Because I'm okay with it. That's having confidence and respect for yourself. A lot of you people have this idea that when people don't respond to you, or they're playing hard to get, or they like you more. No. Can we stop that? Can we stop those games? If you like someone, you like someone. If you don't, you don't. Stop using people, especially for ego boosts. Stop getting on dating apps for an ego boost just to see how many likes you can get in your box. Please love yourself. Okay? And now moving on to the people that spend money on candles and magic to get people to like you. What's going on here? What is really wrong with you? I just want to ask you that. You don't have enough love for yourself that you have to force it. You have to manipulate the elements in order to get what you want. I can understand money. I can understand a new job. I can understand a house. I can understand relocation. These are materialistic things. A person is not a materialistic thing. That's a person. That's an entity. That's a being. That's something that has energy in it. You're sitting here trying to manipulate the will of a being, of an energy that was created by the divine. How do you look? How do you really look? There's a lot of people out there that feel that they love someone. And instead of, when you love someone, you let them go, to be honest with you. Because I'm going to explain something to you. Say you really love someone and you do magic on them and this and that, and you obtain them. You do know that that's the magic that did that, right? You do know that deep down inside, this person still doesn't like you. But they have an illusion of you and of themselves liking you. Once that illusion snaps, stops, ends, finishes, cycle finish, full moon up, cycle finish, 28-day cycle is done. Now you got to do more magic to keep them where they are. You still know that that's not that person really liking you, right? Like, they really don't care about you inside. You know, you just manipulated them to like you, right? How do you sleep with yourself? How do you go on knowing that this person is fake liking you for temporary purposes because you did magic? Yeah, let's think about that. Let's let that sink in for a second. The reason why I'm saying this is because magic is a beautiful thing. What's not beautiful is the way people use it. If you're using it to help people, help the sick, help a woman, conceive a pregnancy, help a couple, work their marriage out in a sense, and when I say help a couple work their marriage out in a sense where they truly both want to work, but they have too many traumas that are getting in the way. So what you do is you help them get down to the core by using healing. Heal their emotions, heal their past lives. Because sometimes there's like hexes and curses from past lives that carry on into this life. And then, that's why things rotate the way they do. So, but even with that, you can go and you can heal that part in your past life. It's called doing work. It's called doing shadow work. When you actually sit there and you look at the shadows that are there and you pinpoint the shadows and you nurture those shadows, you give them attention and you take care of them. You don't just brush it under the carpet and move on into a next relationship, hoping that someone will love you. How do you expect someone to love you if you can't love yourself? How do you expect to be alone with someone when you can't be alone with yourself? How do you expect someone to think that you're beautiful when you don't even think you're beautiful when you look in the mirror? You see how it swings back to yourself? So if you truly like someone, why did you become so mean to them after you found out that they don't like you? Why did you roll your eyes when they walked into the room? Why did you roll your eyes and suck your teeth when you saw them with a new person? Just admit it. They're not for you. They're for that person that they're with. And it's not somebody chose somebody over this one and that one. No, that person was a better fit for them. Stop victimizing that with yourself. That, they didn't choose me because of the way I look. Because I don't have this. And no, maybe they didn't choose you because you're just not it for them. Just like you didn't choose someone because they weren't it for you. You ever have someone like you? And do you know how annoyed you get when that person comes around? Because you don't like them and they want to be in your face and they want to open the door for you and they want to open up your juice for you, or they want to go get water for you, and you're just like, bro, I don't even like you. Can you go away? That's how you sound, and that's how you look to that person that doesn't like you. Think about that for a second. You know that annoying guy that always texts you and tells you, can I take you out? Now, if you're doing that to someone else, that's how you look. Just like how you look at that person that texts you like that. So what I'm saying at the end of the day is, when you like someone and they don't like you back, it's okay. There's other people in this fucking world. Life doesn't stop on them. You're still breathing oxygen. Oxygen doesn't stop because that person said, I don't like you. I'm sorry, I don't like you. Or some of these guys nowadays, or these women nowadays, don't even text you back. You know how they don't like you when they're not talking to you. When you send them a message, good morning, and you get a nothing. That should be enough of a clue to let you know that this person doesn't like you. And some of you have these theories in your head. This is going to be specific probably. These theories in your head that, if I stick around, they'll choose me. Or well, I'm sorry. I don't want to put that on myself because I don't roll like that. If I stick around, they'll choose you. Or if you stick around, that they'll choose you. You got to be careful how you talk, guys. You almost had me slipping up there. I choose me all the time. I don't give a fuck if anybody chooses me or not. I choose me. I choose me. I love me. So fuck everybody else. That's my thought frame. You want to love me? All right, fine. You gonna love me? You gonna love me more than I love myself? No? Get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, you gotta think like that. You gotta be gangster like that. You gonna love me, bitch? You love me? Do you love me more than I love me? This is what I do for me. I'll give my life for me. Can you do that for me? You know what I mean? Like, I will feed me when I'm starving. I will clothe me. I will go to work for me to provide for me. Can you do that for me? Yo, this is changing the game here, okay? This is really changing the game here if you start thinking like this. Now, for those of you who like someone and think that if you stick around them, they'll eventually pick you. What if they don't? You just wasted all your time. You just wasted all your time waiting around for someone who still didn't notice you. He's working on his 5th girlfriend and he still didn't notice you. You sitting there doing all this magic. You're sitting there doing all these manifestations, all these affirmations before work. Oh, he will love me. He will love me. I think the only manifestation you need to be doing is I will love me. I will love me. How about we change those words around for yourself? Did you get that person? Is that person with you? Are you with that person? Did they call you? Or are they calling you and talking to you about someone else? If they're still calling you and talking to you about someone else, just let it go. Might as well go to the bench. Just sit down on the bench for now. Instead of sabotaging them, right? Ruining their relationships. Because there's some people out there. And you're going to be like, what? Yes, there's some people out there. There is some people out there. I'm going to give you an example. We're 25 minutes in. I'm going to give you a quick, short story on this. I was dating someone who had a best friend, and his best friend was in love with him. So this best friend used to sit there. This is actually over the summer that I was dating someone. Right? Quick dating session, you know, and a little story here for you. I was dating this guy over the summer, and he had a best friend who was in love with him. How do I know she's in love with him? Because I'm a tarot reader. I'm an intuitive psychic medium. You know, I just know these things. I know these things. Okay, we know these things. And plus, I'm a woman. I know when another woman likes someone that I like, especially if it's my man. I know when another woman likes my man. Women just have this radar. So anyway, so he had this female friend, right? That he said, oh, this is my best friend. And I said, oh, that's awesome. I'm not opposed to that. You can have whatever friend you want to have, whatever gender, doesn't matter. What bothered me is when his female best friend said, oh, let me get the girl's chart that you're dating. Let me get her birth chart, my birth chart. She wanted to see my birth chart. And I'm like, okay, all right, I guess, yeah. Like, you know, maybe she wants to do a synastry and see if we, you know, match up with each other or not. But that was the first time that ever happened to me. Like, I've never had the guy that I'm dating, his best friend say, oh, let me get her birth chart. So, all right. So I did what I do best. I pulled my cards. I said, why does she want to see my birth chart? Right? And you guys are probably going to look at it like, oh, she probably wanted to see your birth chart because to see if you guys are good for each other. Why the fuck she care? She's his best friend. Why does she care who he's dating and who he's not dating? I have a best friend. I don't give a fuck who she's dating. As long as she's happy, I'm fine. As long as she's not being abused, I'm fine. I'm good. As soon as I hear her say she's unhappy, right? That she's unhappy, that he's not, you know, treating her the way she needs to be treated. That's when I swoop in like a best friend and say, girl, you don't need him. So, okay, I'll even give it benefit of the doubt where I'll say she wanted to see my birth chart to see if I was compatible for this guy. Again, it's just too much energy putting in somewhere where there doesn't need to be. She's not his mother. I would expect that. I would expect something like that to come from his mother, like his mother to do that. Oh, son, let me see her birth chart to see if she's compatible with you. Okay. So I just asked him a little bit of background story about him and his best friend. Ladies, you got to ask about these stories, okay? And then you got to use your intuition when these stories are told to you. He says to me, oh, when we were in high school, I was dating her friend. And I said, oh, you were dating her friend. How did she become best friends with you, though, if she was best friends with the girl that you were dating in high school? And he's like, oh, well, you know, we all used to hang out. And then when me and her stopped dating, I started hanging out with her. Oh, so, red flag. Oh, red flag. Oh, so you were dating someone, right? You were dating sorry, guys. I'm channeling my grandma right now. When you were dating someone, right? You broke up with them and you decided to still stay friends with that circle, with that person. Okay, it's high school. Immaturity is well known in this area, right? So he says to me that he started hanging out with her and they became very close. And I said, oh. I said, was there ever a time that she liked you? You got to ask the right questions. You got to ask the right fucking questions. I said, did she ever like you? Did you ever have a feeling that she likes you? And he's like, oh, yeah, she told me that she liked me. And I told her that I didn't. Whoa. Okay. So this girl told you in high school that she likes you. So I was like, when did she tell you she likes you? He goes, oh, when I was dating her best friend. Oh, so when you were dating her best friend, she told you that she liked you. Yeah. And I said, oh, okay. I was like, it's that type of party. Okay. First of all, if my best friend ever fucking tells the guy that I like that she likes him too while I'm fucking dating him, it's off with her fucking head and it's off with, well, he's fine unless he engages with her. If he just comes back and says to me, yo, your bestie just told me that she likes me, like she's got feelings for me, bestie is gone. And then I'm going to ask him, well, what did you say? So in this situation, it seems like he was dating the girl and the girl's best friend liked him as well too. So he stopped dating the girl and started talking to the best friend and hanging out with the best friend. If you ask me, I think it was something about attention that he liked getting from this girl. But anyways, everybody's in their 30s now, right? So let's go to the future now. So this is the same girl that's asking for my birth chart. His best friend from high school that had a crush on him, that he's told multiple times that I don't feel this way about you. Okay. So why does she need my fucking birth chart? Okay. That's where I started doing the pulling of the cards. Like, what does she want? Why does she want to see my birth chart? And the cards basically said it. She has feelings for him. She's obsessed with him. She won't let him go. She is sabotaging every relationship that he gets into. So me putting this evidence in front of his face, because he knew I was a tarot reader, I said, do you know that this is what she does? She sabotages every relationship that you get into. And he's like, what? I'm like, yes, that's what she does. I was like, me personally, I don't like this drama. So I don't want to get involved. Don't want to get involved in this. All I need to know is that this is the drama that's going on. I don't like getting involved with that. So he's like, no, I like you. Let's try it. I said, okay, let's try it. All right. We were fine. All of a sudden, he's arguing with me. He's changing with me. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, where are my cards at? Pull my cards. Is this bitch doing magic on him to act like this? Yes, she was. She was fucking with his psyche to change him up, because in the beginning of our dating fling, right, he was perfect. He was nice, very sweet. Then towards the end of it, he started changing. And I know she did something on me, but it didn't work on me. Because you have to understand, you have to be very strong-minded. If you don't want magic to work on you, you have to stand on your heels. You gotta dig your heels in, and you gotta be uprooted in yourself. You have to know who the fuck you are and what you believe in. Okay? You got to know you, because I felt it. And also because I have dreams, my dreams usually tell me a lot, and I have ancestors and spirit guides. I have dead folks that tell me a lot, like, oh, this bitch is doing some shit on you behind your back, God bless the team that I have. They always snitch on everyone that needs to be snitched on. So I said to him, I was like, she's doing shit for you to act like this. Obviously, he's under the spell, so he's not listening. So I said, you know what? This is not fucking working for me. I'm out. It didn't matter how much I liked him. It didn't matter how much I cared for him. Being with him was hazardous because he had this baggage with him. He already had someone in his circle that was sabotaging him. And it doesn't even matter if it's me. He could date someone else. She's going to do the same thing because she is utterly obsessed with him, even though she knows he does not feel the same way about her. At the end of the day, she thinks that if she clears out everybody that he likes, he will choose her. But that's not what's going to happen. She's going to end up dragging herself down so deep, and he's going to end up getting help from the universe, right? Because the universe watches all of this. God watches all of this. And the universe and God is going to end up helping him. The universe and God is probably going to bring someone into his life that is going to be able to help him with this, to break whatever this shit is that his best friend does to him. I wasn't that person. I asked my spirit guides and my ancestors, like, am I the person to help him in this? And they were like, nope, it's not you. So you need to go home. You need to get out of this. You need to get out of Dodge. You know what I did? I went the fuck home. Have not spoken to him since. Since summer, I have not spoken to him. But the experience I gathered from here is that people are fucked up. Like, she could not bear to see him happy with someone else if it wasn't with her. So she put so much work on him, so much magic on him to fuck him up everywhere, that he would only need her. Please don't do that. The only thing you're going to do is you're going to end up driving yourself fucking crazy. Because at the end of the day, if that person has a good spirit team, they're going to get at you. They're going to get at you so hard that you're not going to know what the fuck hit you. Like for me, I have an awesome spirit team that works with me. They told me all of this is going on. You need to get out. She's doing, she's fucking with his psyche. She's fucking with his body. She's fucking with his health. Do you want her to do the same thing to you? And I'm sorry, I love me too much. I'm sorry, I love me too much. Because I remember when I was with him, I got sick. I got really sick out of nowhere. It's 101 degrees outside in the middle of summer. I got sick. I'm over here running a temperature. I'm getting goosebumps and shit. That shit lasted one day. One day because I picked up on it. When you're in the practice, when you work with spirit, when you work, when you do your work, you're very strong-minded, right? Number one. Number two, you're very aware. This was magic. The sickness that all of a sudden I felt, that one day that I felt really weak and really tired, and all of a sudden I had a fever in the middle of fucking summer, which made no fucking sense. So what did I do? I pulled my cards out. I talked to spirit. I talked to my ancestors. Where is this coming from? And spirit said it's coming from that bitch over there that fucking likes him. I said, oh, hell no. Now she's fucking trying to pick on my health? Fuck you. She don't even fucking know me like that to be fucking putting shit onto me. Right? Make sense? Make sense? Like, I don't give a fuck what she does to him. Don't bring that shit over to me because you don't even know me from a hole in the fucking wall, bitch. That's how I look at it. So I pulled myself away. I said, you know what? She can have that fucking piece of shit. She can have him. Why did I call him a piece of shit? Because if he cannot see that magic is being done on him, he's not aware. He's not self-aware. He doesn't have faith in spirit, in ancestors, in universe. He's not connected. If he was connected, he would confront her or tell her, you need to stop this, or cut her out completely. All social media, all phones, everything, cut her out. But he did not want to do that. He was afraid of her. I can't be with no man that's like that. I can't be around anyone that's afraid of their enemy or afraid of someone. The only person I'm afraid of is God, source, the universe. I am not afraid of no man. What is man? Nothing in front of God. God is everything. Universe is everything. Source is everything. The power comes from there. That's the most high, the most powerful, the benevolent, the high supreme. When you start becoming afraid of humans, you really need to go back and fix your relationship with Source. Because Source will remind you there's no one else to be afraid of but me. I created you. I can uncreate your ass if I want to. This is why most magic doesn't work on certain people. Okay, it grazes you for a little bit. Like you'll get sick, you'll get a cold, you'll get a headache, right? Maybe you'll break a bracelet or some shit, or you get a flat tire or some shit, but it will not affect you directly. Directly in the sense, well, it won't fuck with your psyche. It won't fuck with your emotions. Because a lot of people love to put confusion magic on people. A lot of people love to put addiction magic on people. A lot of people love to put magic on people's health and shit. Like most of these people that are sick and they don't know how they got sick, where did that come from? You got someone out there hating you, evil eyeing you. But if you're constantly protected, you're walking in Source, you're walking with Source, you're walking with the light, you're walking in the light, you're protected. You're totally protected. And another way you can also protect yourself from being, a victim of magic is having clear intentions and pure thoughts. When you don't think bad about anybody or hate about anybody, even the person that's throwing magic at you, it doesn't affect you. Because that type of magic is called dark magic, and dark magic only resides where darkness is. But if you have no darkness inside of you, where the fuck is it going to go? That light is going to cancel it out. We all know light cancels out darkness. So if you're so full of light, you can cancel out the darkness. And where these things won't even affect you. It's really math, to be honest with you. We learn it in science. We learn it in chemistry. How do you cancel something out? By putting two, like what is it? What is the formula of canceling negative out? By putting positive there. So if you are so full of light, that dark magic won't even touch you. Coming towards you, it'll be like, oh, never mind. This person's so fucking light. I don't even want to deal with this. It's going to cancel me the fuck out. I'm just going to disintegrate and go into the oblivion. But if you don't love yourself, you don't care about yourself, and you're just susceptible to this dark magic, to this dark energy, we're going to say, it's going to eat you up whole. This is why it's so important to love yourself. This is why it's so important to be one with Source. because source will keep filling you up with light. So the darkness can't even come near you. Hence why, I will say it again, hence why my radar went up when she asked for my birth chart. Why is she asking for my birth chart? And that was my spirit guys nudging me like, yo, motherfucker, is she asking for your birth chart for? Why does she want to know? That's how it starts. That little intuition, that little gut feeling. Why? So then I start pulling cards. Then I start talking to my ancestor, and they're just like, they're just snitching her the fuck out. Like, yo, she's been waiting on him since they were in high school. She wants him. She claims that's her soulmate. That's her one true love. I said, okay, she can have him. I don't fucking care. But this is me going back to saying, when you really like someone, if she really loved him, if she really cared about him, she would let him go. She would wish the best for him. Because not for nothing, I actually have someone that I care about deeply. And I know in my heart that we're not meant to be together. We're just meant to be friends. How do I know? I spoke to my spirit guides. I spoke to ancestors. I spoke to Source. And Source said, the reason why you feel so deeply about this person is because you guys shared a past life together. Many past lives together. That's why the connection is there. But the connection is there as a familiar soul, as a kindred soul. This has nothing to do with you being together as lovers. You guys will always come together in every lifetime that you incarnate. But that doesn't mean that you guys will always be together. You're always there for each other to help each other. Once you help each other, you move on. I understood that. I understood the assignment where I still care about this person. I still wish this person well. I'm always applauding for him. I'm always excited when he's doing something good in life or when he has someone. Oh, someone doesn't want to tell me to talk about this. Someone doesn't want me to talk about this. Well, guess what, bitch? I'm still going to talk. I care so much about this person that I want the world's happiness to be his. He doesn't like me. He doesn't care about me. He lives his own life. He's away on another continent. I mean, he's not on another continent. He's on the other side of this continent. But I don't call him. I don't check up on him. When I think about him, I think about him. And I just say, hey, God, I hope he's doing well. You know? Whenever his thought crosses my mind, I'm like, you know what, God, I hope he's doing well. I don't go and text him and be like, oh, I just thought about you. That's not love. That's obsession. Love is when you can still love that person knowing that that person does not love you back. Like the example I gave you, I know this person and I shared many lifetimes together. I can imagine the love that we probably had for each other. But in this lifetime, it's not supposed to happen. In this lifetime, we're just supposed to be ships that pass by each other to remind each other of what that connection was. To awaken something in the both of us. And it did. It awoke something in him. It awoke something in me. We both took we met and then we both parted and took our journeys that we were supposed to. Some people will look at that and say, oh, that's so tragic. No, that's actually very beautiful. And if he ever comes across this video, I hope he understands that there's one girl out there that truly, in the most humblest manner can say, you know what, I like you a lot, but it doesn't matter if you like me back or not because I still admire you. I still like your fashion. I still like the way you do your thing. But I'm not sitting there sabotaging his relationships. I'm not sitting there pulling cards on him every day, ask, oh, how does he feel about me today? What relationship is he in? Oh, is he in a relationship? Oh, I want that relationship to end. That is negativity you're putting out into the universe, and then you wonder why you don't have shit. Because you don't want someone else to have something. And just remember, Source is watching that. When in your room, when you're all alone, thinking those mean thoughts about someone or something, it doesn't even matter for the person you like or not, anybody. Universe is sitting right next to you saying, ooh, that's what you said? Ah, okay, I'm going to remember that. That's why some of the karma that gets dished out, people can't take it. And people are quick to say, oh, it's because someone's doing magic on me. No, sometimes it's your own karma. If you truly are a good person, right? You sit there and you mind your business. You don't think bad about someone. You don't want anything bad to happen to someone. And you have bad things happening to you. I guarantee you won't think it's karma. You know what you'll think is protection. When I'm delayed for work, it's protection. When I get a flat tire when I'm about to go on a date with someone, it's protection. When this person doesn't call me back, or I find out they're with someone else, that's protection. You see my mentality? That's protection. God just protected me. Oh, that's good. Oh, that didn't work out for me. Oh, God just protected me. Thank you so much, Lord, for protecting me. There's some of you out there that think, oh, that's magic. Someone's doing magic on me. Sometimes the case is that someone's doing magic on you, but most of the time is God protecting you. So think about it. Like, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like, God was really protecting me, but it's like, I'm human too. I'm just like you guys. I'm very much human. Like, over the summer, me and him were walking. Me and that guy that I was dating were walking, and we got into a little bit of an argument about something, and we were a little upset, and I wasn't talking to him, and he wasn't talking to me, and we were just walking silently. Those silent walks that you take with your partner. Like, we were walking silently on the street. Like, I was like, I ain't saying shit to this motherfucker. As soon as I get back to his apartment, I'm just, gonna grab my shit, and I'm just gonna go home. Because I was there for the weekend. We're walking, and none of us are talking, and all of a sudden, this car just backs up out of nowhere and almost hits me. And he literally pushed me away from it. He pushed me like away. Like, if he wasn't there at that time to push me out of the way of this car backing up all of a sudden out of nowhere at a fucking one way, right? I would have been dead. But he saved me. If he did not push me out the way of that car, I probably would have been in the hospital that day. But on that same day, me going to see him, I was on my way to see him. There was a huge accident that happened right in front of me. Literally, the car in front of me smacked into another fucking car and it hit the guardrail. And I'm looking at all of this and I'm just in my head like, I'm really not supposed to go there today, aren't I? Like, something is stopping me from going there, right? And lo and behold, 5 hours later, we got into an argument, and now we're walking down the street and I almost get hit by a car. That's God saying, yo, why the fuck did you come here? Didn't I tell you to stay home? I should have made a U-turn right there when I saw that accident on my way to see him and stayed the fuck home. But no, I'm human. I thought he was really cute. He was really sexy. I wanted to go see him. Listen, I think the way you guys think too sometimes, okay? But then Spirit reminds me, stop it. Get your shit together. Because that night, I really sat there and I thought about it. I was like, wow, that's twice in one day where I'm almost could have been X'd out. It's like, what is Spirit trying to tell me? I get my cards out. Let me talk to Spirit. Spirit, I am here. I am listening. I'm open and receiving. I want to receive the message you're sending me. Spirit told me. That's when Spirit came out and said that there is heavy manipulation being done. Now it's starting to attack you. Because whatever she was doing to him was starting to affect me. Or it could be where whatever she was doing to him, she knew since I was dating him, she was affecting me now, targeting me now. That's when I was like, you know what? That's when I made my decision. No, we're not doing this shit no more. We're calling it out. We're calling out. I'm out. I'm not playing this game anymore. I don't want to play anymore. I'm out. I want to go home. I want to lay in my bed and watch my K-dramas where it's nice and safe. And that's exactly what I did. Because he turned around and said to me that he doesn't understand me. That when I speak to him, he doesn't understand me. Which is absolutely fine. He doesn't have to understand me because I'm probably not meant for him. Do I hate him? No. Do I hate her? No. Was I upset at the time? Absolutely. But that is not my circus right there. That is something that he has to deal with her. That's his karma and contract with her. Now, sometimes I know people that'll get stubborn and say, well, he's mine and he likes me and she took him away from me and blah, blah, blah. No one took anything away from you that wasn't yours to begin with. We don't belong to anybody. So if that was the reason why he got taken away, right, because of her, let's say that she won, her magic won and we're not together anymore, right? That's fine. But I'm okay with also looking at it in a sense that maybe we weren't meant to be together and whatever she did worked because we weren't meant to be together. I'm sure if we were meant to be together, it wouldn't have worked. What I'm trying to tell you guys is when you find the person that is for you, that source has picked out for you, that universe has picked out for you, no fucking magic works. No evil eye works because your bond, your love, your connection is so much stronger than that. Because they say what God puts together, no man can take apart. Think about that for a second. Now think about those people that you've been doing magic on and they're still together. That's God helping them. That's God shielding them. That's their spirit guides, their ancestors protecting that connection right there. How silly of you to try to tear that apart. Now, I'm not saying it's all of you, so don't get offended. If you got triggered, you got issues. You need to talk to yourself about that, not me. Don't get mad. Because a lot of people get sensitive when you say you. Well, I don't do that. Well, do you really? Then why'd you even get upset? Because if you know it's not you, then it's not you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you know it's not you, then it's not you. So don't worry about it. Don't get upset. But most of you, you know what I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, be patient. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself. And when you're with someone and you see that it's not working or your life is in danger, like my fucking ass almost got hit by a fucking car. Bro, get out of there. Leave it the fuck alone. Stop trying to fight it. Because what if Source is protecting you? What if Source on purpose is making all this shit happen so you could stay away from that person? Which brings me back to my yesterday's video. This year, if you are with someone that you're not supposed to be with, it is going to get dangerous. Dangerous for your health. Dangerous for your mental. Dangerous for your finances. Because Source is tired of seeing people with people that are not supposed to be together. You're just not good for each other. Your anatomy is just not good for each other. The chemistry is just not good. The psyche is just not good. The energy is just not good. And again, I'm not trying to call people out. I'm not trying to point fingers at people. I'm just telling you, if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck and it acts like a duck, it's a fucking duck, bro. Stop trying to make excuses for it. It goes quack, quack, and it's always going to go quack, quack. No matter how much you flip it upside down or do whatever with it, even put clothes on it, that bitch is still going to be a duck, okay? I love you guys. I hope this message helps. Again, I'm not here to piss you off. I just my way of thinking is very logical. And when I speak, it comes out very blunt. So please, my apologies if anyone's feelings got hurt by me talking about this message. But I just want you guys to understand, wake up and see what's really going on around you. Make better choices. Choose better people. Choose yourself for the love of God. And I promise you, everything that is meant for you will be yours because you're choosing yourself. Okay? There's still hope. Don't worry. Hope is alive. There's one thing that will always be alive, and there's hope. So don't worry. It's okay. I love you guys. Please like and share the video. Please leave a comment if anything resonated. You know I'm always here to share my experiences with you because I believe if we don't share our experiences, other people are not going to learn. And my apologies to the people who are listening that, that maybe I shared your experience in this story, in this video. But just know, I have no hard feelings towards you. Like I said, it's just a learning experience. And if we talk about our learning experiences and help each other out, this is what we're here for. To learn from each other. All right? Again, I love you guys. Please stay safe. Please stay safe. Please. Have a good day.